Last day we have discussed about one question of the static portion from Anthropology paper 2. The topic was impact of Buddhism, Jainism, Islam and Christianity on Indian society. We have already discussed about the impact of Buddhism and today we will try to know about the impact of Jainism. This question you can find in UPSC CSE 2003 or 2016 question paper. But before that, let introduce myself. I am Swati, an aspirant, and welcome you all again to my channel Aspiration for Learning. Let's come to the point again. Our today's topic is Jainism and Indian society, or explain the impact of Jainism on Indian society. The marks of the question is 15 or 20. We will prepare the notes like that. As always, we will divide the answer into three broad parts like the introduction, body and the conclusion. So let's start. The introduction should be the main reason why Jainism had a great impact on Indian society or the main principle of Jainism, but it should not be too long. For example, we can write like this. The ethical idealism of Jainism occupies the central place in any description of its impact on Indian society. Before discussing about its impact on Indian society, let's try to know a little bit about the religion, like its main principles or certain vows. Jainism teaches 5 doctrines: don't commit violence, don't speak lie, don't steal, don't acquire property, and observe continence. Certain vows of Jainism include right state of mind, regular meditation, observance of fast, confession of truth, and consequent penance. No intoxications also included within that. Jainism recognizes existence of God but placed them lower than Jina, who is Mahavir, and it doesn't condemn the Varna system as the Buddhism did. Jainism mainly aimed at the attainment of freedom from worldly bonds, and no ritual is required for acquiring such freedom. It can be acquired through right knowledge, right faith and right action. These three can be considered to be jewels or three ratna of Jainism. Jainism prohibited the practice of war and even agriculture for its followers because both involved killing of living beings. It admitted both men and women. Now come to the main part of the question, the impact of Jainism. We can use here bullet points like social impact, economic impact, impact on language, impact on fine arts. This method will not only help us to remember those points but also help to increase our marks. So here I will discuss about each point separately. Let's begin with the social impact. Jainism contributed significantly towards strengthening ethical life and moral virtue. It made the first serious attempt to mitigate evils of Varna system and the ritualistic Vedic religion. While talking about economic impact, we should remember that Jainism gave tremendous impetus to urban culture and maritime trade. Followers of Jainism became specialized in the traffic of manufacturing goods and confined themselves to financial transactions. Jainism had a great impact on Indian language also. They adopted Prakrit, the language of common people, to preach their doctrine. Their religious literature was written in Ardhamagadhi. Many regional languages developed out of Prakrit language, particularly Saurasani, out of which grew the Marathi language. The Jainas combined the earliest important words in Apabhramsha and prepared its first grammar. They contributed to the growth of Kannada, in which they wrote extensively. Impact on fine arts, but Jainism is not also negligible, as there are many rock architectures, temple art and paintings which were influenced by Jainism. For example, you can say paintings of Ajanta and Ellora caves. When we have done with the main aspect of the question, we have to conclude it by an ending line, which will briefing the whole discussion above. For example, we can conclude it like, thus Jainism created and developed a new awareness in the field of knowledge, culture, society and economy, and also stands for austerity, both external and internal, to shut the influx of evil. With the conclusion, we have done today's question. If you are with me still now, I think you find it helpful. So I can request you to subscribe my channel and to drop a comment for me whether you like it or not. And I definitely want to thank you for being with me. See you in the next video with another exam related topic. Till then, stay tuned and study hard. Signing off by Swati, an aspirant.